It begun? Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? We are about to talk about One Piece, not Boruto. Yusuf was yapping about Boruto.
Sorry, man. I was talking about Boruto, but now we have to go to peak piece. So, no, just kidding. No, honestly, this chapter is actually peak
Nah, you
because,
should
bro,
this
bro,
week.
this chapter
Yusuf
is
was
gonna be
talking about how much he hates Boruto, bro.
No, it wasn't, bro. Don't put.
Why?
I, I was saying that Boruto is a solid anime, sorry, solid series. Yeah, but I just feel like I just can't compare it to One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's peak, but it's not on the level of these two animes or these two series in my eyes. Everyone got their own opinion in
I
it.
find Boruto to be really boring.
I'm not. Look, I'm not as worse as Harrison said. They gave up on Boruto. I'm not giving up.
Dude,
I still
after
believe
after
that
the
it has.
whole Two Blue
Yeah.
Vortex stuff happened, they sealed Naruto. It just became boring. I'm gonna be
Nah, I
honest.
disagree with that.
I'm not
See, look, I
connected
got
to
this.
any characters, not even
Nah,
Boruto.
I wouldn't even go that far because I do like Boruto, his character. I do like his personal growth. I like everything about Boruto. Yeah, but
Hmm.
there's so much things that I disagree, like I don't like, but not because of the storyline. I made that clear. I love the storyline. I just feel like the execution could have been a bit better.
When
But
they
this
when they
ain't
started
about
having the
Boruto,
code
man.
arc after the death of Ishiki, it just fell off for me. The whole code stuff just made me want to stop reading.
Oh shit. Suraj wanted to come on, didn't he? I thought he was on holiday,
Wait,
but he
what?
said
I
he
thought
can.
he was on
Yeah.
holiday. We
No, I
always
don't think he
stream
can
on
come
this
on cam.
time.
Yeah, no, he does. He can't come on cam. He's Suraj living up in Dubai right now, guys. He's on the UAE.
Oh yeah,
He's like
I
representing
heard
the
there's
Middle
like
East.
insane floods over there happening. Right?
Yeah, bro, it is. It's a lot because I don't think that these type of countries know how to deal with rain because they're
Yeah.
not built for that. So it gets kind of crazy.
Wasn't there crazy
um,
floods like a few years ago during the summer? I remember the videos.
yeah,
Like
man.
people
Some
were
people were
jet
making
skiing.
conspiracies and shit.
People
Yeah,
were
people saying
jet
conspiracy
skiing,
shit.
bro.
They're making technologies where they can control
Yeah.
the weather. Like there's a
Well, they
it's called the
use
Dragon
dance
Dragon.
powder there, right?
Yeah. Dance part, bro.
That's where
No,
Oda got
man.
the inspiration from.
Yeah, that's actually sick. Imagine to do that. There's a technology
No,
out
they
there.
do that. That's a real technology. They've been doing that for
Nah,
30 years. Like to
this one's real.
salt the clouds to make it
Oh yeah,
rain
yeah,
in
yeah,
that.
yeah. I
That's
thought
what dance powder is.
yeah, that's the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but there's another technology they're making where it literally can formate clouds. Like they can make water or the sea rise, and obviously evaporates, and it makes
Yeah.
clouds, and they can push it. They can use wind to push it to certain
Bro.
regions to make it rain. I
that's,
swear, it's crazy.
that's
Controlling weather
next
is not even
level.
a joke anymore. It's like it's a normal it's a normal method to for was it irrigation or like for farming and whatnot.
Yeah, but
They're
we
making it a
watched
norm.
Alabasta. What's gonna happen to Alaberna IRL?
No, Oda's been like freaking prophesizing the real world. One Piece is just a book of prophecies. All right, man. Let's read the chapters. Let me see. Okay, you're streaming it, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me see this.
Bro, look at this color. This might be one of the best color pages in One Piece.
Yeah, this is lit. Look at. Oh my gosh, my guy actually went
Look at that.
ham.
And then look at the tiger, the saber-toothed tiger, and then Rock's got the
Yeah.
same teeth. You know?
Rox is I still stand by that. Rox is my favorite freaking character. Yeah, even I mean in the small span of his introduction and his flashback, he's one of my favorite characters. I mean not of all time, but like he's up there.
Yeah.
Everything he stands for, the way he moves, the way he like even you can even go by like was he morally wrong for obviously he's a pirate and he's doing a lot of villainous shit, right? But honestly speaking, he was doing it for the, I mean, against a darker and evil villain in Emu. I don't even think he even attacked civilians. He allowed a lot of people in his crew, which was scums of the earth. But
Uh
did
huh.
he himself, yeah, with his crew, attack anyone innocent? I
Nope.
don't know.
The
Anyways,
only people he
Rox is sick.
attacked were government affiliated officials and corrupt rulers and those religious sect island that they invaded to gain treasure
Yeah, yeah,
because they were supposed to be a charity, but they were basically
yeah.
just getting rich off
Stealing
of
shit.
the yeah.
Yeah, like Oda could have just sprinkled a little bit of oh no, Rox was a morally great character. He did for his funding of the
I don't think he's
Hachinos.
morally good. I think he's like
Yeah, he's not. He's straight
morally
up good,
white.
isn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's straight up good because he could have
Yeah.
sprinkled that shit in the flashback, but he didn't.
He
And there's nothing that
specifically
he did.
said all
Yeah,
of these crew members that he recruited for his
yeah,
crew were done through Davy back fights.
yeah. That's another cool thing about him. Yeah, He's amazing. I like
And
Rocks,
people
man. Straight
wanted to
up.
follow him on their own after he gained infamy, like Kaido.
I think the ones he grabbed on to his team, he went after the strongest. Yeah,
Yeah,
like for instance, we don't know how Whitebeard actually joined his crew, but it could have been a Davy back fight. And likewise with the others, I do believe, yeah, he realized, wait a minute, I need these core members and other people, like I want to say the fodder, but the lesser strong people, they just joined on their own with
yeah.
issues. Like Kaido didn't join because of the Davy back fight. He joined because of his
Well,
own
that was
volition.
like after he had become infamous, right? He had been going around doing that for over 10
Yeah.
years at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Chat. What you guys saying? Shout out to Honest. Yeah, Inas bin Mendes. I like that name. And then we got Ryunix. We got everyone in chat. Derek Storm. Zebek's dying by Emu was sad, but seeing Emu scream from joy by Haki was very satisfying. Yeah, imagine that, like a mile, like more than a mile away. Loads, like my guy just bending backs with just his Haki alone from 800 years ago. He
Yeah.
stole that shit. This chapter is gonna be cool, yeah, because we're gonna see how Oda's mind will work. No doubt, yeah, Oda had to realize, wait a minute, I just in chapter one when he put out chapter one, he Shanks lost his arm, and that was an epic moment. That was so cool. But slowly, as he wrote the series, I don't think he literally like in his mind was thinking, wait a minute, I need to start thinking, why did he give up his arm if he was such a strong pirate? And we are having the concept of Haki. A Sea King should have just been defeated with no problems at all. I can use armament Haki. I can use conquerors on my arms. The Sea King's like his whole mouth would have been ripped off, right?
Yeah.
But with the logic of after the time skip, with all of the new power structure that was introduced. So now, yeah, my guy Oda's thinking for a while, what the frick do I do? How do I explain he gave up his arms? Like, what do I do, man? So now that this whole introduction of Emu's curse, Emu's mark, yeah, it just solves this big plot hole that he
Because
put in
Shanks at
and
that
put
point is
himself
a
into.
billion
Yeah,
berry man. He's
yeah.
him.
Imagine that. And he was like, he's a legendary character and he just got freaking rinsed out by a Sea King. It didn't make sense. Yeah, but now it makes sense. Now everything was done purpose. Like everything, every action, every little mistake or every little, anything that was done to Shanks, it was done out of pure intent. And
Yeah.
that's what makes the series sick, man. Oda's like 10 steps ahead of everyone. That's why I love
Reunix
Oda,
in
man.
chat asks, is this the last chapter of 2025? Yes, this is the last chapter of 2025.
Hmm. There's a break next week, right?
Y'all think
Yeah.
that wasn't planned earlier? No, I expected a lot of the things Shanks did was planned. Even him losing his hand, like sacrificing it for
No, no, no.
Luffy.
I
But
think he's asking about Oda. Do you think Oda didn't plan it from the get go, from episode one
oh, I
or
think
chapter
he
one?
did. I think One Piece is very well planned, especially the endgame stuff. And there's like a community surfacing on TikTok and Reddit. Like, I've noticed that people keep saying that Oda is making stuff up as he's going along, but I
Nah,
don't
I
know where
disagree
they
with
get
that.
that from, man.
No, but do you know what I do? I don't know. I would love to give it to Oda and say no. He planned everything from the beginning. From chapter one, he got the concept of Haki, conquerors Haki, armament. But the reality is that's not the case. He didn't. I think there was an interview or
Yeah.
SBS, yeah, and I think he came up with that concept as he was writing in the first
The
act. I
foundation
mean,
of the
before the time
story,
skip.
what
Yeah.
how it's gonna end, what the One Piece is, what Emu and the Gorosei are supposed to be. I think that was planned since the beginning.
Yeah. I think the overarching philosophy and overarching like villain of Emu and whatnot, yeah, and the government that was planned because he had the
Yeah,
concept of Morganian pirates, Morganian and the peacemakers, right, from
yeah,
the pilot. But I don't think I don't think he planned the whole Haki system. I don't think he planned the whole the mark. He like Emu has a mark, and I don't know. I think he cooked up as he went along. But I could be wrong. I imagine Oda
yeah.
comes up with an interview saying, "No, I had it written down like from the get go when I was in high school." Imagine that.
Yo, M Yaps asks when I'm finishing Greatest Estate Developer, bro. Mark this on your calendar. I'll set up the stream after this stream. I'll do it tomorrow.
Bro, he's actually doing it. No,
Yeah.
I'm way behind, man. How many chapters am I behind, by the way? I'm
You're
still at the
like a
marriage.
hundred, nearly 100 chapters. Oh yeah, you're over 100 chapters behind.
Yeah.
Because marriage happens
Guys,
around
I'm basically at
108,
the bit
110.
when Lloyd's brother gets married.
Yeah,
That's where
I'm
I'm
way
at.
past
And
that. I'm like 20
yeah, yeah.
chapters past that now.
Oh wait, so there's 100 chapters left after where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sick.
Because
Hey,
you
Ron
haven't gone to
Peace!
hell,
My guy
right?
gave
Yeah.
$2 donation. Shout
Yo,
out to
what's
Ron
up, Ron?
Peace.
Peace.
Dragon Top 1, the only Monkey D in his prime.
Facts, bro. Facts. He
That's
is
crazy,
speaking
man.
facts.
That's crazy.
All right,
But
let's start the chapter.
all right. So we start, yeah, and my guy, we
14
start
years
from the
ago.
flashback. Yeah, we start 14 years ago. We're still in the flashback right after. Actually, we're right at the bit when Emu has the wait. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Has Harold cocked because Harold, yeah, my guy, he decided to join Emu's gang, and now he's literally the dog, and he has no choice because Shanks know how it works, and Shanks purposely left um the gotta say he purposely left Marijoa to inform Harold not to, which is the next level to the mark.
Uh-huh.
But he couldn't do that in time because when he went back, yeah, he was Harold wasn't there, and then Harold accepted the mark, and because it was supposed to be Shanks, but Harold wasn't there, so Harold was given this final mark. Now, sadly, that makes you a complete dog, and we're gonna learn more about that in this chapter. So we start
Yeah,
14 years ago.
and then Shanks left to go warn Harold to not get the mark, but he was way too late.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely feel bad for
Yeah, shouldn't have gone to East Blue to do a round with Makino. Wouldn't have been
Yeah.
late.
Okay, so we got 14 years ago in Gaban's house, realm of the sun, Elbaf. My guys, remember he's married and shit. What? Captain Roger has a son? Nutty? He's found out, yeah. Seems like it. Garp told me about him the last time we crossed path. The kid's done well to stay out of the Navy's clutches. No, wow. So basically, I have a little brother out there. Guys, I just made a tweet right now about this. Yeah. True. You and Buggy were always like our sons. And that's so deep because like this means that
Bro.
Buggy is also his brother. Yeah. I can't lie. Buggy
Also,
hands
this
down.
means that
A lot of
Buggy
people
has
don't even
been
like
with the
him.
Roger crew since childhood. Like, it's not just when they were 8 years old. They found
Yeah, I
Buggy
think
somehow as well.
Buggy's part of royalty, innit? He's Vivi's lost brother, right?
Yeah.
He's a prince. He's Prince Buggy.
And
Buggy D Town.
Vivi is technically related to Gunko as well. You know, cause like where
Uh,
did Lily go and like vanish to?
yeah. Lily basically had kids outside of the kingdom, innit?
That's why Imu
And
wants Gunko, cause Gunko is like Lily.
and Gunko and Buggy are siblings.
Yeah,
Or like
basically.
maybe Gunko is like related to him somehow.
Yeah,
No, Buggy is the OG.
yeah,
So, but
Buggy's
anyways,
special.
Buggy, yeah. Wow. So I basically have a little brother out there. True, you and Buggy were always like our sons. Who knows? With Captain Roger's blood flowing through him, the kid might just become the pirate king of this new era. Now I
That's
know
what
we've been
everyone
yapping for a lot.
expected, right?
Yeah, and I know we've been yapping a lot, yeah. Like we've been yapping non-stop. I'm sorry, yeah, but listen, yeah. Look, as said, yeah, go to the tweet I just posted because I put the panels in that specific tweet. Like, go to this, wait, go to
Yeah, I'm
this
going
tweet.
there.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you on it, yeah. Look at the panels. Look at this, yeah. You're telling me Shanks. No, I screenshot the panels in this. That's why I said go to the tweet.
Yeah.
Shanks, yeah. My guy, he knew about Emu. He knew about the obviously he knew about the Godfruit because he specifically targeted the ship, which is a CP9 ship, and he defeated Who's Who at that time was supposed to be like a decently strong like person, right?
Because look what Gaban says here also. Garp told me about him the last time we crossed
Yeah.
paths. So that's why Shanks went to Fusha Village, where Garp is from.
Yeah, and you're telling me, yeah, look at that. Okay, so go to the panel where the
Yeah.
next one after this. Yeah. You're telling me Roger who literally told Rayleigh about look, my son's gonna be the next person that's gonna be the fulfill
You know,
Joy Boy's wish. Because they just visited Loftail. They just
yeah.
went to Loftail and he realized he's too early. He knew he was 20 years too early. He knew, yeah, he heard the Sea King's prophecy. He overheard them speaking about, oh, their sovereigns will meet the next sovereign, and he clocked it.
Also,
Shirahoshi, which is
this
Poseidon.
changes this comment a bit because Shanks sees himself as Roger's son. Gaban sees Shanks as one of his sons, right? So does that mean Roger is referring to Shanks here because he doesn't have Ace yet? He has Shanks.
No. I don't think so. I think he's
You don't
definitely
think
referring
so?
to. No, do you know why?
Come
Because
on.
the way Rayleigh, I tell you why. The way Rayleigh
Oh,
understood
right. You don't have.
Roger. Yeah, because Roger literally said that'll be my son, of course, and he said you don't have one. So that means they obviously raised Shanks and Buggy together,
Right.
but he understood what Roger meant. They've been together for such a long time, so he
Mm-hmm.
didn't say, oh, okay, yeah, Shanks could take, he can be the next person. And also, look what he said. He said we were just too early, meaning
Yeah.
that Shanks was also too early in a sense. You understand? It wasn't his time. There was a prophecy that was happening where someone at a certain age was at a young age, maybe 16 years old, they had to meet Shirahoshi, who would be around 16 at the same time.
Yeah.
Because the Sea Kings, who Odin and Roger overheard, literally mapped out the time frame.
Yeah.
This like they literally said time frame, and
Shirahoshi
he heard
wasn't
it.
born either.
Yeah. So he knew that maybe someone that's going to be born later, that's going to be the chosen person, and that would be his son. And I think that's what Ace intended to do. He intended to make sure that Roger's dream, would come into fruition.
Yeah.
My guy was crying his eyes out when Roger died. Like he was bawling his eyes, man. All right, so we continue, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But Captain Roger's blood flowing through him, the kid just might become the Pirate King of this new era. He already accepted that he's not going to be Pirate King at this point. Imagine this. This 13 years back, he's a strong geezer. 14 years back, he got the mark of Emu. At this point, he must be super strong. He probably fought Mihawk and defeated Mihawk. Mihawk got the
Yeah.
respect. Oh, this guy is busted. Yeah. But he decided,
Well,
I'm not
if
going to be
Shanks
Pirate King.
defeated Mihawk, then how does Mihawk have the greatest swordsman title? Do you think he paid the papers?
No, no, no. I think he
That's
was the
that's a
great
theory
swordsman.
right now that Mihawk paid Morgans for the title.
No, that's crazy,
You don't
man.
think
That's crazy.
so?
I think he's not a fraud. I think he could be a fraud, but I don't buy it at the moment. The way I see it is Mihawk is the strongest swordsman, and Shanks is not a swordsman. He's a sword wielder. You understand? He's a Haki man, which who has a sword. You get the difference? You get the difference, bro. You guys get it, chat. Do you understand my point? Mihawk is a swordsman. He relies on his swordsman's skill and his application of techniques. Whereas Shanks, yeah, and Roger, and even I would even say Rocks, they're all swordsmen per se because they have named swords, but they are hockey men. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
and I do believe that maybe he got that title after Shanks lost his arm. That's another thing. We don't know when he got the title. We don't know, by
So
the way.
so he didn't pay Morgans. Okay.
No, no, no. I think you're violating him too much. All right, let's go on. So he accepted that he's not going to be the Pirate King, and he's expecting Ace to be the Pirate King. And then my
He has
guy
given up.
Gaban, yeah,
I think when Shanks found out about his celestial past, he
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 didn't feel
kind of
worthy.
gave up. He is going for the One Piece as a hurdle. He's like the gatekeeper for the One Piece.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he's the one who's gonna deem you worth. Are you worthy enough to be the Pirate King or go for the One Piece?
I
Because he
think this
himself
Pirate
with
King.
celestial blood, do you think he doesn't see himself as being able to have the One Piece and the title of Pirate King?
I could be that. I think that's a good point you made. But I genuinely believe that in his mind, there's a prophecy, there's a time frame which he's involved in. He knows, he
Yeah.
understands it, that there has to be someone of this new era. And Shanks, even though he's not that old at this point, he thinks he's too old. Someone that's gonna be born later might be that Pirate King. Is a destined thing. It's
Right.
part of destiny.
And
But look what.
another thing here is that this is post Shanks being in Marijua for a year, right? So what if while being in Marijua and then he left after learning a lot of truths, right? That's why he
Yeah.
left. He knew about the mark before he got the mark. So what if he learned about Joy Boy's prophecy from 800 years ago and he understands the entire story now? That's why he's the child of destiny, everything, because he's weaving everything in accordance to Joy Boy's prophecy and all that.
I was thinking about the word child of destiny because I went back to the chapter and official translation doesn't say destiny, it says faith. Yeah. And he said child of faith. Yeah, faith. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I don't think it's. I think obviously
Well,
Luffy's a
fate
prophesized
and
child.
destiny can be interchangeable.
Yeah, I can. But the way I understood it was like he just happened to be there at the right time, and they found him, and he was such a pivotal person to be part of Roger's crew. Because with his because of his
I don't
lineage,
see
he was
that
able
as
to
much of a
infiltrate.
difference, though. Child of fate, child of destiny. I think it's pretty much the same.
The way I see it, child of destiny mean you have to fulfill something because of destiny. You're like a prophesized person
No,
that because of your
you were
existence.
destined to be in that position as well. You
But
can read it that way. You were fated
yeah.
to be in that position, or you were destined to be in that position.
Oh, that's
They're
why
like
that's where me and you differ. That's where you mean differ because
yeah.
I feel like child of destiny is someone that's like maybe I'm getting
No,
this from
you can
Naruto.
be both though. You can weave the
Yeah,
strings of fate. I think it's fate because of what you say. Because in the East, there's this concept. Everything in the world, even the gods, have to live by the by their own fate. Like you can't
Yeah.
go over the river of fate. Like that's a big thing in Japanese, Chinese like mythologies.
No, but that's
Like
exactly what
fate
I'm saying.
governs
Then
everyone. Yeah,
I think we're saying the same thing, because what I'm trying
yeah,
to say, Luffy and even Ace per se, or everyone after apart from Shanks here at this point, yeah, when with the term the prophesized child or the child of destiny, it feels like you are a person who was supposed to be there to fulfill a certain task. You
yeah,
understand? Like Shirahoshi was prophesized by the Sea Kings. Yeah,
yeah. Right.
her existing is he is playing. She's going to be playing a pivotal role in doing something which is already foretold. And that's my understanding of the whole story. I believe Joy Boy 800 years ago, he decided not to fight Emu after losing the war. After losing the war, he decided to just, you know what, let's make some contingencies. Let's make the poneglyphs. Let's
Yeah.
pave the path for the future generations, because he saw the future with his observation Haki, which is so, it's like, imagine you have observation future sight, right? But my guy got such a powerful Haki, he can stretch it beyond just 5 minutes. He can go maybe like 800 years into
Well,
the
we
future.
know there are also people with
Yeah.
time manipulation powers and things like that.
like
So
like yeah, like
it could
Shaki,
be.
like Shaki's. Yeah. So what I was thinking is Joy Boy, when he just when he lost to Emu, he saw as he was defeated, he saw how Emu's gonna die, and he saw is gonna be in way ahead into the future. Now, this vision he saw, he confirmed it with Shaki's ancestor or someone like Shaki who can have prophecies. And after that confirmation, he decided to map out how the future generation will, how he can help them. And he told Emu about he gave Emu, not Emu, sorry, Emeth. He gave Emeth the Haki knot, his Haki knot. And then he also made the poneglyphs with Lily's help, so on and so forth. Now, so imagine everything's prophesized now. Everything's being written down. Maybe he's influencing the Harley text and all that shit because of the way he can perceive time. Now, yeah, the people that come after us that he prophesied, these are the child of prophecies. Now, Shanks, on the other hand, when Gaban said, "You're a child of fate," the way I understand it is that you just falling into the grasp of like the Roger Pirates, you it was just luck. It was just so sudden. It was fate brought you to us. We didn't find you. We didn't do anything. You just came to us by, we have no control over it. So fate led you to the Roger Pirate. But it was so important that you came to us, because in the end of the day, only you could do what you could do. You're the only one that can help Joyboy's prophecy by infiltrating Mary Joa, understanding Emu, understanding who's Joyboy's enemy. To know one's enemy is the only way you can defeat them. If you don't know your enemy, how you can even like plan shit? So because he can infiltrate, which he did, after that he made some bold deep plan. He went ham. He started writing what he's gonna do. Oh, get the god fruit. Boom. Once getting the
Give
god
it to
fruit, go
Ace.
to
Yeah.
go to it. Boom. After Ace is like he learns about his powers about the god fruit. Ace grows up, becomes stick. I'm gonna have to pave the way for him to go to Laugh Tale. Boom. Help Ace defeat Emu. Boom. That's his mindset, because he knows the enemy. But obviously Luffy, like he came in, yeah, and the zone fruit can choose. That I go to the second tweet I made. Yeah. Oh wait, I think it's the same one. Yeah, no, this is the same one. Luffy, yeah, the zone fruit can choose. They have a will of their own. They can choose who are they more compatible with. Maybe they have future sight too. Maybe they know, no, this person is actually gonna use my power properly. I have a better affinity to them. Like, the snake fruit, like Orochi had.
Yeah.
Orochi literally, yeah. Honestly speaking, he was a snake. Like before
Before
he
he
had the
even
snake
got the
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the snake fruit was the zone fruit. Found him. So I think even every zone fruit goes to the nature of
Mythical
the power.
zones, by the way, not
Yeah,
normal zones. Yeah.
yeah. The mythical zone, 100%. All right, let's continue. I'm yapping too much, but yeah. Sorry, chat, man. All right. Okay. Okay. Now where we at? So
Yeah.
wow. So I basically have a little brother read that. Okay. The title's not hereditary, right? Besides, most the burdened with high expectations fail to reach the top. That's so deep. That's so deep, guys, bro. But at the same time, like, I mean, I know a lot of boxers who have kids who are also like boxers, right? And they become quite successful. And it's not always the case. But look at Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo want to make his son, yeah, an athlete footballer. But I don't think he's gonna get there. But he's always talking about it. Now he can do it. He can do it.
Well,
Anyways,
Ace like rejected his title as the son of the Pirate King,
yeah,
like his whole life,
that's because yeah. That's another
because he
thing.
didn't
That's a good
want
point.
to be burdened with that title.
Also, he
He saw
hated his
himself
dad.
as his own individual. Like
Yeah,
he was trying to exercise his individuality, like his entire
I think he
thing
also
about
hated his
against
dad
his dad.
because he
Yeah,
felt He felt cursed. He felt like his dad was a villain, and he was raised. Everyone around him hated his dad. Like he used to go to people and say, "What do you know about Roger?" Yeah, and they say, "Oh, he's trash. He was scum of the earth, pirate king. Huh, he's just another low life." And hearing that time and time again,
Yeah, but
my
he
guy
beat
Ace,
them up
yeah,
when he heard that. No.
yeah, because that's like his father in the end of the day.
Yeah.
But in the end, his dad, him being dead, him not being part of his life, his mother dying because of his father. By the way,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he had to.
I
He
think
probably
that's
blamed the
what he
death.
blames the
Yeah.
most on Roger. That's why he
Mm.
took on his mother's name.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Imagine your mother had to die because your dad had to because he's criminal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine the hate he has, or slowly he realized I don't have a father. F that. Yeah, I don't have
Bro,
a
she
father.
carried him for what? 18 months? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. And then died. So I
Have
can
you
see
heard
his
about
hatred.
One Piece womb scaling? Like
She's an
who?
S tier, yeah.
Yeah, do you
She's
think
already S
she's
tier.
S tier?
Nah, 100%.
Because
She's S tier. No
people are
one.
saying that Otahime is up there.
Oh, you say how long did Otihime
No, no,
hold
no, not how
Tokyo for?
long. Like, look
Oh,
at the
you mean how
size of
big? Oh,
Shirahoshi and all her kids.
I see what you did there. That's crazy, guys, man. Since cooking here, I like that.
Nah, it's like I saw a reel about that and
Hey,
TikTok
for now,
about
but for
that.
now, we're taking a piss. So Ace was trying to be a strong, independent woman, not needing daddy.
Yeah,
Nah,
basically, right? Like
nah. I
that's what
think he
that's
did
why
need a
him and
daddy. He did
Yamato
need
that's
dad.
why him and Yamato connected so well because Yamato wanted to go away from the title of being Kaido's son.
100%. But I think everyone in the end of the day, they need a father figure, right? And that's why he is submitted in the end. When to Whitebeard, he was so reluctant to have that. You know, there's a void in his heart. There's a void. Like a lot of people, this happens in real life. When someone is fatherless and they have fatherless behavior, why do you think they have fatherless behavior? When they do some, like, I don't want to say it, but some girls, yeah, for instance, you look at them, they're doing some crazy shit, or some guys, they're out on the streets. The fathers are not in their life, right? Like the way Luffy is the way, even Oda said this. He said the reason why I didn't introduce the mothers of these guys, they don't have any moms, because people without
They're
moms, they
doing
tend to
motherless
be
behavior.
more free. Yeah, no, motherless behavior. Yeah, you become free. You do what you want. You're not chained by your parents, right? And that's why he purposely not never put Luffy's mom there. He got Dodon, yeah, which is not really a mom, it's a bandit,
It'll be
but that was
kind
his
of
mother
fucked
figure.
up. Like your mom is growing old, and you just
Yeah,
leave her in a random
yeah,
island to go chase glory for yourself, and she's dying
yeah,
of old age. You know, the rest of your
exactly. So
life,
that's why none
not
of these
taking
guys have
care of her.
moms.
Yeah.
So they experience has to build them to the greats they are. So yeah, but in the end of the day, he kind of submitted to his feelings and filled that void with Whitebeard. But yeah, let's continue. Is that so? I think things are more interesting that way. Wow. Meanwhile, Dogaga. Oh, it's Loki. I mean Prince Loki. He's returned. Castle Elbaf. Elder Yarl had just
Cows is
arrived too.
Quest, bro.
It's not Quest, it's Oust, isn't it? Am I tripping?
No, it's supposed to be Quest Castle. They wrote it wrong. Isn't that what it's called? Quest
Nah, I
Castle?
think it's Oust, bro. It's the
Is
Oust
it? I
Castle,
thought it was
man. I'm
Quest
pretty sure.
Castle.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I might be wrong. Hey,
Hold
chat. Can
up.
you guys check for me, please? Hey, so Yusuf, again, I love that name in it. It's such a nice name. I like that name. If I had a, if I had a name, I'll say Yusuf. Oh, wait, it's my name. Yusuf
Oh,
Sadi
it's
said, yeah.
Oust Castle.
I
Oust.
told you.
Oust. No,
Oust.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's like
Oust. It's Oust.
Oust.
No, they
Yeah,
used to
because the
call it Quest
SES.
Castle in one of the translations back
Is it?
like
I thought it
months
was
ago.
always
I
Oust
think we
or
got the
Oust.
real translation from Viz now.
Ah. Okay, Yusuf Sadi said, yeah, everyone needs a mother and father. They all have roles to play, but all anime characters don't have that. I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you the reason why they don't have it, and even Oda said it, is because you can't, to be such a strong person or strong willed and to do stuff like Luffy's doing and be completely free and outrageous at times, you can't have you can't have, how do you say it? Guidelines. You can't have
Like most
guidance.
of the
So
most
you
of
have
the
to find your
people
own guidance.
in One Piece
Yeah.
are so far from what an average person, what a normal person is supposed to be, and a person strays
Yeah.
away from the normal average path of being a human, usually due to circumstances of their birth and childhood. A
100%.
lot of the times,
100%. No, 100%.
like,
And also, you know what,
if
how I see
Luffy
it?
never meets Shanks,
Yeah.
right, it would change so much for him.
But do you
You'd
know that
never have that
I got another thing. The reason that the way I see it is this: look, to write a good story, you need to grow with the character. You have to see the character develop as a person through his journey. And
Right.
because they don't have parents to guide them through that journey, they don't have parents to teach them to mold them to the right direction. They have to find their own way in life. So Luffy is going through all of the seven seas. You know, he's going through East Blue. You know, all these so on and so forth, right? And he's meeting people. He's finding his parenthood. He's finding Shanks to be his parent per se. His Ace and Sabo, they were his brothers, but they were the role
Yeah.
models that he needed. Yeah, and as he grows, he finds his friends and he learns from them, and he becomes a person that teaches them. Kobe learned from Luffy because he was also like parentless per se, right?
Yeah.
So, per everyone is going through a journey, and with parents, you're gonna get a
You're
shortcut.
finding
You're gonna get
mentors,
instant.
right? Like
Yeah,
as you go through
that
life.
really became his dad by becoming his teacher per se as well. So all of
Yeah.
them needs this. They need, sad to say, but they need to have no parents because there won't be no good story to tell. Then the story needs to be. We need to learn with them. We have
Or
to
they
grow
need
with
to
them.
have
And
bad
yeah,
parents, like a bad father, like
yeah,
Sanji's father.
yeah. So reject that evil father and find good teachings with Zeph. You know, so Zeph. Yeah, I didn't say his
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
But the point I'm trying to say is, look, life is the biggest teacher. If your parents didn't teach you, life will teach you. That's just facts. Now let's move on. Yeah. So foyer of the audience chamber. Your Majesty, why did you do that? Nani. Okay, now he just lost his mind. He was just changing. He was just chaining you as you ordered. Why did I cut down the soldier? What am I? My body, it's moving on its own. Oh shit! I had another tweet I was gonna put out, man, because I read this a bit earlier. I'll talk about it in a bit. Is it because of those orders? I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way. Like he can't control himself at this point.
Hmm.
Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. Could it really be impossible to disobey? Is it messing with my thoughts too? Oh my god, look at that freaking mark. He got double horns and shit. Bro, the demon got ya. You're done. You're done. Well, okay. Will this last forever? Then the country will suffer as long as I live. This body of mine is a walking hazard. Let's stop it, yeah, quickly, yeah. But let's talk about this. This
Yeah.
changes a lot of things. Do you get what he's saying? Do you get what Harold is saying, Sid?
Yeah, Imu has completely taken over him. He's like Cipher.
Yeah, so basically, the way I understand this is slowly, with those with the final mark, they lose sense of all reason to the point where they change, the personality changes. So there's a theory out there, and I think someone, I don't know who it was, I mean, maybe chat knows, but I was reading it a long, long time ago. Someone said the Gorosei are all puppets. Everyone is possessed in some ways. Because once you get the final mark, yeah,
Yeah.
and your mind and your personality changes over time to become basically like a devil. You know how like in
Well,
all
it's
like
kind of like zone. The will of the zone takes over you type situation,
yeah,
right? And then
yeah,
when the Gorosei is taken over, it's kind of like the abyss creatures' will
yeah.
takes away, and the abyss creatures are all demons. Is that what you're trying to
Oh, okay,
say?
yeah, okay. So yeah, let me yeah. So you basically clocked it, yeah. So basically, you know how in all Abrahamic religions, right? So again,
Yeah.
Abrahamic religions have
And the final arc
Judaism,
of One Piece
Christianity.
is very influenced by that.
Yeah, 100%. And then you got guys. Then you got what Emu. Let's say he's the top dog devil, right? So in Islam, yeah, we got the devil, which is Iblis, the Satan, right? The main antagonist of like life or of the humans per se, and he is the devil because not because of his what's the word I'm trying to say. Not because he is the devil. He is the devil because of his actions, his choices, and whatnot. But he's of the jinn race, right? That's Islamic creedal understanding of it. But amongst them, he has something called the shayateens, his followers, his offsprings, the people that listens to him and does his bidding per se, right? So everyone, and we believe everyone is born with a shayateen that whispers in your ears. Yeah, we call the waswasa, yeah. And you have to read, you can read your quills and whatnot. But now, imagine this, yeah? You got Emu, and Emu has like the Emu devil. Forget about Emu himself. Maybe Emu is also controlled by the devil, and Emu lost his mind. The true Emu is gone. Because once the devil took hold, yeah, Emu's personality slowly changed. And now it's literally a host, just as perfect as the devil wants it to be,
It's
right?
literally
And
why Luffy cannot stop laughing when he's in Gear 5.
yeah, because once Luffy's Nika goes into Luffy, Nika's ability, Nika's freedom and Nika's personality oozes out, and Luffy stop becoming Luffy per se. He becomes more like Nika. But pure synergy is when Luffy's personality and Nika's personality are the same. They're very similar. They have the same goal. They have the same direction. So that's why I think Nika chose Luffy. He chose Luffy because he's not going to be taking his freedom away. Because
Yeah.
if he went to Ace, yeah, and Ace is nothing like Nika, for Nika to exist, yeah, Ace personality had to die. You
You
understand?
know, Ace isn't actually free like Luffy because he's burdened by his
His father.
identity of Roger's son.
Yeah.
Like that whole
Hundred
time,
percent.
he hasn't been free since birth.
But do you
Luffy
get why
has
it's
been
important for Zoans
because of
to
Dragon.
choose the right person? Dragon done it, bro.
Yeah,
But no, but
because he left to get milk. Luffy is free.
hey, yeah,
Nobody
hey,
knew
yeah,
about
100%.
him
Hey, but
being
this actually
Dragon's
makes
son.
this makes me think here. This whole little panel makes me think that Emu might actually be not a bad guy. Hear me out, yeah. Hear me out, yeah. Emu, yeah, and Nerona Emu. I'm not talking about the devil that took him over. Like, because the way I see Nika,
No, no,
Nika
no.
chose Luffy.
I think his greed, Norona Imu's greed and
Got,
desires, is what led him to taking in the devil inside of him.
I was thinking that no, that was always my plan. That was always the understanding I had. Like they had the same. Like the devil chose Emu because they had the same mindset, right? And is the
Right.
perfect host. But then I thought about it. I'm like, Nika was gonna be given to Ace. Let's assume that, right? But Nika chose Luffy, and the reason why I think Nika chose Luffy was because Nika would never take anyone's freedom away. Nika is about the liberation, right? The liberation of
Right.
one's
Yeah.
freedom. Now it will find someone that is in tune with the same personality, that has the same goals, the same mindset. So he saw Luffy and he felt the same energy, and then he went to Luffy because it was the best way to become himself. Because he's not taking Luffy's personality away, he's just enhancing it. They both have the same personality. That's why he wouldn't be good. He wouldn't have been a good fit with anyone else. Now the devil, right? If the devil did the same mindset, like how I said with Orochi found Orochi's the devil fruit found Orochi, and all of the other other fruits went to the synergize with the host. But then I felt like the devil is pure oppression. It represents oppression. Yeah.
You
So
know,
maybe
to me, right?
yeah.
Emu feels like a character that went
Yeah.
through a transformation. He was a person. Narona Emu was a person in
Yeah.
my head who was a good guy. He was a hero for his people, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like a metaphor for how like good leaders, great leaders in our own world, when they stay in power for way too long, the power, which is represented like symbolically
Absolute power
by the devil
corrupts.
fruit,
Absolutely. Yeah.
by the devil fruit symbolizes that, and that slowly started to take over Emu's brain. It started corrupting him. Now he saw it as like to make his people the at the top, like the entire world is his enemy. He needs to take over the entire world, or they might come after him and his people. It's like some Aaron Yeager type
So
shit.
you're saying that he was a king, a good king that got corrupted along
Yeah,
the lines.
because he was in
Yeah.
power for so long, and he started becoming paranoid, started seeing everything around him as his enemies, and he wanted to take
Yeah, yeah,
control of the Eve
I can
tree.
find that. I can find that. So there's two routes you can go by with Emu. Emu was either just a good guy in general, and he got taken over by this devil, yeah, which is from like 2,000 years ago, from the
Yeah,
first world, right? That survived.
yeah.
But
No,
and the
I think
reason
he
I was going with
willingly
that.
took the devil's power.
No, I was going with that. Yeah, I was saying
Yeah,
maybe that was my initial thought process. Yeah, so that's the first option that he. So the first option is he was a good guy, and this option I just came
it's
up with it
kind of
right
like the
now.
ring
He was a good guy,
in
but he
Lord of
got
the
taken over
Rings. That's how I see it.
unwittingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the second option that was my original point I was trying to say. That could be more likely, but the reason I changed my mind just because of this is because imagine, yeah, that Harold can't even be himself. Once this mark is put on him, he slowly loses his sense of reason. He
Yeah.
loses his sense of identity, and then he becomes a dictator, an evil person that starts doing exactly what Emu wants him to do, and he just becomes another person completely altogether. Now, with that logic, yeah, imagine the Goroseis. Goroseis, for the past God knows how long they were alive for, they're just minions and puppets, but they don't know, they don't have a self identity at this point. The devil within them is controlling them. Is pulling the strings. Now, imagine Emu
Because they've
coming
been
back to
alive
Emu.
since that's how Emu rallied all the different nations together
Yeah,
by manipulating
yeah.
them, right?
Yeah, and the devil itself, yeah. The way I mean, I do want to believe, yeah, that the first original concept, because if you go back, I think 2 years ago, that's what became cooked up it, right? I
Yeah.
was literally saying Nerona's evil, and Nerona backstabbed Joy Boy, Lily, all that stuff, yeah. And Nerona with the devil, they made a pact, right? You make the deal with the devil. But now I'm thinking, yeah, because the antithesis of liberation is oppression. You
Yeah.
understand? So Luffy's fruit went to Luffy. Nico went to Luffy to not take away his freedom, to synergize with him and enhance his freedom. But the antithesis of that would be the devil that went to Emu would want to oppress not just everyone around him, but also Emu. And the best way to oppress
No,
Emu would be
but
to take
Emu
away his freedom.
has to actively eat the fruit still. The fruit can't just like jump into Emu's mouth.
I think this chapter, because the guys that cooked, I saw the chapter at the end of the last panel. This chapter might kind of debunk that. I think some fruits are very powerful, where they have a will of their own to a greater degree than other fruits. And I don't know, because we'll see the Mjolnir in a bit doing some
Yeah.
crazy shit, yeah. And I think, and this is before Vegapunk imbued.
This week it's reversed, guys. I'm the one who hasn't read the
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah. This time I read the chapter a bit early, asking through it. I can't lie, yeah. And I'm just reading it properly now. But let's continue, and I'll get to that point in a bit.
Yeah.
But by the way, I still think it'll be a sick storyline. Oda's cooking if they work together. Emu's a bad person and he wanted to oppress people, and then the devil and Emu made a pact. That was my original idea. Yeah, that I felt made sense. But now with this chapter, I think I'm just
What
thinking
you're
maybe
saying
the devil
makes a lot of
oppressing
sense
Emu.
narratively
Yeah.
to me. But for me, I see Emu and his entire story to be a metaphor about how power corrupts.
Crops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that story. If that happens, I'll be happy with that as well. But anyways, we continue reading, right?
Yeah.
And then my guy Harold is like, he's like saying, "Damn man, I'm gonna lose my mind. Will this last forever? The country will suffer. I need to die before this. I get completely taken over." And then he said, "It'll be for nothing. It'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years of my life. I have to die now. Now I can't let this happen. I can't become the villain of my own story, man. I gotta take my life. You men,
Imagine
kill
working
me
your
now."
whole life to
Yeah.
make the reputation of your people to not be violent, and then now the newspapers are gonna say that the giant king murdered his own people
Yeah,
because he
100%.
crashed out. Because these giant barbarians, you can't trust them. You don't know what's going on in their
100%.
mind. There's some dumbass
No,
people,
I,
right?
I feel bad though, because I always said he's an idiot king. He's a dumbass. So like, but then I realized, yeah, Oda's very smart. He's a smart guy, and he's trying to portray something. People with power that's responsible for other people, and they're good people. They always come off naive. Like you got
Yeah.
Odin, for instance. Odin was so naive. Why did he dance like a fool?
Because
Why
you
did
are
he believe
good.
in?
You see other
Yeah,
people first as good.
yeah. Yeah,
Right?
you start trusting people. You can't help it because you are good. Like he trusted Orochi and he's gonna leave them alone. Maybe Kaido's gonna leave. He just wants what he wants for this time being, and
Yeah.
after he does for X amount of years, he's gonna go. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a little bit of hope, and because he's good, and same thing with this guy, man. Harold is like maybe there is hope in the world because I have hope. I seen it. I went out with my wife. My wife changed me. If my wife can change me,
Yeah.
yeah, and I seen it outside with some human beings. Maybe there was hope, and that's why maybe naivety was the downfall of all of these great people. But in the end of the day, like I think I think good people there are good people like them because of and the naivety is like a package. It comes together. So
He saw the
yeah, I'm not
world
gonna shit on him.
government as being just.
Yeah,
He saw the world
I feel
government
yeah
as being the will of the people because of the facade of the reverie.
yeah
He
100%.
fell for
And I agree
Emu's
with
illusion.
I don't know 7589 my guy. Shout out to you. He said Harold was just super desperate for acceptance.
Yeah, but
I think
he
yeah.
didn't piece it together that he wanted acceptance from the devil. That was
Yeah.
his big flaw. He thought he was
I still
getting
don't understand
acceptance from the
what
world.
was what did he think Rox maybe Rox didn't tell him and he
I don't think
did
he
a bad
did.
job. I don't know. Yeah. He can't be that stupid. Like imagine my guy Rox is sitting down telling him, "Listen, there's a devil controlling everything." Maybe he felt like it was conspiracies
Well,
and Rox is
Harold
just
thought
losing his
like
mind.
they are bad, but like by us being in there, we are such a
Mm.
big, powerful, like nation that just like my mind was changed from the inside after Ida joined them. Maybe I can change Emu's mind as well, but he couldn't even change his own people's mind to marry Ida. Like, how are you gonna change
Yeah,
the
that's true.
world's mind?
That's true.
That
That's
was
a good
that was
point,
the
man.
big like
Yeah.
flaw and like
Yeah.
the. It's kind of funny that he
That's
never
a
saw it.
crazy point you made, man. Hey, Sid, and we could add that in the chapter, man.
No,
But that's a
I
great point you
explained that
made.
in the last chapter review. That was like half of the
Yeah, because
chapter review.
how could he expect to change the world when he can't even change his own country
That's the
and their
irony
mindset?
or like the sad irony of it. Like Ida died because he could never change the elders.
That is mental, but okay. So we continue, yeah. And he's like, he gave up. He's like, "Bun it, guys, just killed me. I'm done. I'm finished. Everything is done." As if I'd ever let Elbaf be enslaved. Hurry before I'm completely taken over. Your Majesty, what are you saying? Old man, I'm back. What the hell are you doing? Harold, it can't be. I really am immortal. I'm regenerating. Stop this. All of you, run! Boom! My guy goes ham. He just slices everyone off. They're all like, come on, they got sliced up, man. How am I supposed to die now? Someone help me! He's going through what Rox went through. That's the
Yeah.
worst, man. You're not gonna have someone like freaking what's the name again? Roger. You got to team up with Roger. You had to team up with Whitebeard. Was Whitebeard? No, he left. He had only
Yeah, but
Garp.
he did a strike before he left.
Fair dude, but the main guys were Garp and
Yeah, Garp and
Roger.
Roger. They had to use
Yeah,
all of
two
their
OGs.
hockey.
Yeah. Who's gonna stop him, bro? How am I supposed to die now? Someone help me. Oh my god, man. That's crazy. So they're just shocked on what's happening, right?
Yeah.
They're seeing Loki seeing his father just killing innocent people. And
Yep.
I'll cut to the chase. So now we go back to Shanks and Gaban. I'll cut to the chase. Harold and I, we are both bound by the most shallow pact of the Holy Land. By the way, this is not true because Harold took the next pact, but
Yep.
he doesn't know this.
Well, yeah.
Yep. To serve the individual they call the Great One. This is just the shallow sea covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we are in range, we can't defy their orders.
That's why he needed his arm to be cut off, bro.
Yeah. Guys, go to the second tree. I put all the panels in the second tree as well. So like, you can go to every panel that makes sense. Even though when he went to Whitebeard and said to Whitebeard, yeah, he said to Whitebeard, I gave it up for the sake of the new era. It's because, yeah, my guy had a plan from the beginning. He infiltrated, but unfortunately, after getting stamped, right, after getting the mark, he realized, wait a minute, I'm cooked. I can't even fight Emu. I can't even fight the Gorosei myself. I'm done. So he's like, he has to get rid of this arm, but that's that's gonna nerf him quite a bit because the power obviously gives him the mark gives him a lot of power as well. So he has to kind of gauge the benefits and the drawbacks. But once he realized Nika found the host and it's Luffy, and Luffy sounds like just like his captain. It reminds him of Roger. So he was thinking the will of Roger will pass to Ace, but no, Luffy's gonna carry Roger's will. Once that happened, bro, I'm telling you now, he gave up his arm. I would like, damn, Luffy's gonna
Bro, dude, this
Yeah.
Whitebeard panel has completely new context now.
Yeah, guys, check out the tweet I just posted, and you'll see the panel step by step. Yeah, of what I'm saying.
Oh my god, this is
In it,
huge.
I gave the new sake of the new era, and look what he say this chapter. Look, Ace will be the pirate king of the new era. You get it? So he's saying no, Luffy's gonna be the pirate king of the new era, and the arm that he was giving off, yeah, he needed it. He needed it to be gone. Otherwise, he can't pave the wave. He can't pave the way for Joy Boy's arrival.
He control
his
like
arm
Emu can
existed.
just show up in front of him and he's nullified. Everything Shanks is nullified. His power, everything. That's
Yeah, 100%,
crazy.
100%. Wait, give me 1 second, yeah. Okay, so now, yeah, we go back to the chapter. So he's telling Gaban on how the contract works, but again, he doesn't know that my guy Harold has the next stage, which means so he's trying to say he has to be in close vicinity to be taken over.
Yeah.
But I guess, and it's self-apparent that even if you're a large distance away from Emu, no matter where you are on Earth, that contract, the second stage or the third stage per se, yeah, it literally cooks you. You're done. You're gonna be a puppet. When he wants you, like my guy had no control. Like literally,
We saw
when
what happened
all
to
right,
Saint
you're not gonna do it.
J.
I'm gonna take
Garcia
you
Saturn.
over.
Like we know what
Yeah,
happened to Saturn. Instantly, bro. You're cooked. You're done.
yeah,
Bye bye.
you're finished. All right, so he continues on with explaining the power. But even then, when we're in range, we can't defy their orders. And then Gaban's like, "That's a curious power." Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we were away from the Holy Land. So now it makes sense when they were together, right? And he said, don't I know you?" He's like, "No, I can't talk to you right now." He pretended not to know Harold. So because they were all in the Marijoa. I guess that makes sense because no one can defy Emu. All the strongest individuals, they probably are given the pact, and they will never be able to defy Emu. Yeah, he's always going to be king.
Yeah.
I knew it. You're from the Red Hair Pirates, aren't you? Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of the
Well,
Gods
you
Knight.
know what this means, right? They had interacted. So Shanks only recently found out about what the next step of the mark actually makes you do,
Yeah.
and what that means, and that's why he left.
He's like, "No, I'm not gonna go for
Do
the next
you think
stage. I'm good
Shamrock
for life."
told him what happens when you get the second mark?
100%. And that's the reason he decided not to attend. Like if you go back to the past chapter,
Yeah.
let me go to chapter 168.
No, I mean,
And
like, do you think he found it himself, or Shamrock told him? Do you think Shamrock was so close to him, like that close to him, that he trusted him?
I
with
think so.
everything? He
I think so.
basically was a rat to his own brother, bro. That's crazy.
No, but I think yeah. Not only that, I think they were quite transparent. If you read the chapter, yeah, the Gorosei kind of explains it.
Yeah,
Listen, you're gonna gain this much power, and you're gonna get X, Y, Z. But I've obviously there's gonna be a catch, right?
yeah.
But I think not just Shamrocks. I think his Vigarland people are kind of in the known. So he did it on. He was spying on everybody. He was listening, eavesdropping. He was doing his own thing in the background, and no one suspected him because he's a Vigarland. And they're so arrogant. These people are so arrogant. They're like, why would anyone want to come to us here and become a rat? Because we're the best. He must be so
That's
lucky that he
that's a
finally
good
left the
point.
world of the poor people.
That's
They're
the
so arrogant, right?
flaw.
They're like, yeah, they're like, this man just came to see us. He must be so blessed. He must want to suck my D now because he's so happy what I gave them. Because that's how they're thinking. They're thinking,
Yeah.
oh, we gave them heaven. So why would he want to? Why wouldn't he want to live
The
in heaven?
Celestials believe their own hype.
Yeah, yeah, trust me. So yeah. So look, and look, if
It's
you go
like
back to
real
the last
life.
chapter, it literally says, yeah, Shanks has gone missing, and he said yes. And the Goro says like yes, and once his current mission was complete, he was on track to be made a full-fledged knight. But obviously he wasn't there. That means you have to take the next stamp. But anyways, coming back to the chapter, it's kind of sad. Basically, Shanks' disappearance led to this event per se. Shanks left too early. But yeah, no, it's good that he did because otherwise he would have been a
Yeah.
puppet. Anyway, so my guy continues explaining it. He says, yeah, um, there you go. Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of Gods if it helped Elbaf's membership bid. But if he agrees, he'd have to enter into a deeper covenant. Is that a problem? This is where he explains the covenant that he's in right now. Because again, he doesn't know, right?
Yeah.
And then Shanks says, the covenant of a full knight blesses them with inhuman. Oh my god! Just sorry, I know I keep yapping, but Gunko's losing her memories makes even more sense now. And she's fighting. You know, when Gunko's fighting the forgetting about Brooks, yeah, it's because she's a full-fledged knight, and
Yeah,
she's
and,
been a
and,
god
and
knight
by
for a
the
long
end of
time.
Elbaf, Gunko is the
Mm.
princess this arc that's gonna be saved.
Yeah, I think so too.
Every arc
She's
needs that
definitely a
in One
princess of an
Piece.
arc,
We need a
and I
girl
think I
who
think
needs to be
Brooks
saved.
Brooks was like a protector or something big part of her life. Okay, so the covenant of a full knight blesses them with inhuman strength and immortality. And they can also, why does that look like Cavendish? And they can also conjure
That's what I
abyss
thought.
pentagrams, enabling traversal across vast distances. All right, so everyone can do this, right? With
Yeah.
the final mark. In exchange, the Great One's voice can reach them anywhere. So disobedience becomes totally impossible, even if you're far away. Harold would be fully under their thumbs if he enters into the deeper covenant. Those guys have boundless appetite for greed. I can't see them just honoring their word. I really don't think Harold should join. Okay, something happened. Boom! What the
Oh, they
heck?
feel the Haki.
Yeah, bro, he's going
This is
all
the
out in it.
moment that
Harold,
Harold got taken over, and they feel Imu's Haki, right?
yeah, I think this is Harold's hockey.
Well, yeah, but he has already been taken over by Imu, so.
That's the thing. I don't think he's taken over by Emu. I think he's just still a puppet. So the difference between when I think there's the dummy
You
Rurasi
don't
is
think
I think it's completely different. Yeah,
they feel Imu's Haki emanating from Harold at this point? He's taken over his Imu's will. It's a suppression of will, right? So the willpower is mixed in with Harold's own willpower if he's doing a Haki burst. So that's how
the
like
reason
they
why
know.
I don't know. I don't think this is Emu's hockey. There's two reasons why. Because he done it willingly. It was a contract. It was a willingly contract, and he's on the contract. His soul is
You don't
bounded
think
to Emu.
what I'm
Okay?
trying to say is that Shanks and Gaban feel that something's
Mm.
wrong with Harold by feeling this
Yeah, yeah,
Haki.
yeah, yeah,
That's what I
yeah, yeah,
mean.
yeah. That's what I'm
I,
saying.
I
But I don't know if
yeah.
this hockey we're seeing is Emu's. I think it's just Harold's. You
Well,
know
it
that
is
crazy hockey.
amplified, like because he has the deep sea covenant. It is
Yeah,
amplified
yeah,
by
yeah,
Imu's
yeah. It must
power.
be amplified. Yeah, because he says it is get boost in it in
Yeah.
inhumane strength. What the? Knock it off, old man! What the hell is even going on here? How are you even breathing after all those stabs? Why are
Bro,
you trying to kill
Loki,
us?
Loki blocking this. He doesn't even have a
He
fruit
said
at this point.
he just
Is
scales up.
is
He upscales
above a
crazy.
Big Mom, a
Yeah.
Kaido. It's Whitebeard level. Whitebeard was the only one other than Rocks and Garp who managed to do this with Rocks, right? And now Harold's doing that. I mean, Loki's doing that with Harold.
Bro, this just means that
Building
Loki
skills that
is the
high.
child of destiny, bro. No, I keep saying that. Loki is the legend because you know what it is. You know what's funny, yeah. You know I keep saying yeah, the two sovereigns will meet, yeah. And I know I can't. I already said it's Luffy. Luffy was the sovereign, and the whales pop out, and boom, bada bing. That's the prophecy completed. It was Joy Boy and Luffy meeting Poseidon. I do think that he was a child of prophecy. But what if yeah, the real child of prophecy is Loki, yeah, and he's the reincarnation of someone that's gonna play a pivotal role, and that's why he's like Sigurd, Sigurd,
Yeah,
the
he
Snake and
has to
Eye.
be. I think Loki is the one who will control Pluton.
Mm.
He's the driver of
Yeah.
Pluton, or he's the one who's gonna fix up Pluton because, you know, with his hammer, right?
Yeah.
Loki reminds me a lot of how and like his destiny that rocks gave him, his like his goal in life is to find the Galila giants, who are the ones likely that created Pluton.
Yeah,
Well,
a
they
hundred
are the
percent.
ones who
And
created
Pluton,
Pluton.
yeah, they are because we know
Yeah.
the Galileo was has the schematics, and we know they passed
And
it
what
on
is his
to
weapon?
them.
A
Well,
hammer.
Tom,
And what do you use a
yeah,
hammer for? Building things, construction.
trust. I
What?
genuinely believe
And
that
if you
the
look at
Galileo pirates.
what is the
Go
weapon
on,
the Klabautermann had when we saw it?
a hammer,
Hammer.
a hammer. Yeah,
Bro,
and the
it
giants,
all
they build a giant ship.
connects. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, and it makes sense because the Galileo pirates, when they were venturing out into the world, they went to obviously the pirates and the fish people were close, so they must have gone to the fish people and they spoke to Tom. Tom,
Exactly.
and
And
they
who
recognized
is
Tom.
Loki close with?
Yeah.
Shirahoshi.
Yeah, and Shirahoshi, we know that because Shirahoshi is Musa, and we explained it.
Yeah.
I think a couple of streams back and last few
Last
chapters.
chapter.
Musa obviously has a beard. The snail had a beard. The Musa was the snail from from Neptune. Neptune
Yep.
it literally has a beard. Neptune's snail. Yeah, she was trapped during this time. She was trapped in a freaking how do you say it?
In her
Not
house
now, but
because
yeah, in the
Vanderdecken was
house.
gonna come after her if she left.
Exactly. All she had was a snail, yeah, to talk to somebody, and she probably found Loki because he was also trapped. They can relate. They have something to
Yep.
talk about. Oh shit, we can't leave our freaking house. We're trapped. We're bored.
Their
They were
fathers used to
chirping
be
it up.
friends too.
Yeah, exactly. And now, yeah, obviously now she's free and she's talking about and it makes sense. Oh, remember that incident that happened? She said, "Oh, what happened in the Marijoa?" Loki said, "Yo, if I was there, I'll wreck them." And literally he said that because that's referring to the incident about her getting kidnapped or nearly
Yeah.
getting stolen as a slave. So that's 100% Shirahoshi, and their meeting will change things. They're gonna be a lovebird. They're gonna fall in love, and man, I can't wait for that to happen,
Yeah,
man. That's
Poseidon
actually
and
gonna be
Pluton,
sweet.
they're gonna get it on.
Yeah, and shout out to Bilo again, my guy. Found a $5 donation, and I know I don't even need to read the tweet
Yo,
because I
yo,
know what,
another connection.
what he
Another
said.
connection is
Go on.
who was the person Loki fell in love with? Lola, right? What color was Lola's hair? Pink. What color is Shirahoshi's hair? Pink.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why he fell in love with Lola, right? Because the pink hair.
100%. The pink hair, man, got him. He got him mad. Hey, so let me read this. My challenge to Forever begins. Itachi is the greatest. Let the battle begin.
Yeah, let me go to
Infinite
the
money
bathroom
glitch
real
is
quick.
on, baby. Clan slanging and banging. My guy's on. He's on the next flex. He's sick. But shout out to Bilo. And shout out to Forever, man. Both of you guys are funny, man. Knock it out, old man. So they're going ham, yeah? And he says, how are you even... I read this bit. Oh, yeah, how are you even breathing with those stab wounds? Why are you trying to kill us? And where's all the strength coming from? By the way, this is a huge Loki upscale. Huge. Yeah. What happened to you, Harold? Come back to your senses. All gods report to the throne room now. He's gone mad. The king, we have to stop him. Did a fight break out? I bet Loki's up to no good again. Hurry, we must aid our king. Oh my god, these guys, everyone before they get to the castle, they're seeing... Oh, probably they're gonna get wiped out anyways. Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? Elder Yarl, what I have done is unforgivable. My sanity is slipping beyond my control. Please listen to me, Loki. Tell the people of Elbaf what's happened here. Tell them about the gods I slayed. Let it be known that I have repeatedly stained my hands trying to make Elbaf a member nation. Spread the word about how I was tricked and ended up in this miserable state. They wanted me to enslave our people as warriors for the government. What do you mean? How were you tricked? They never intended to honor my terms from the very start. My king, Elder Yarl, Loki must be the one to eat Elbaf's secret treasure. Please see to it. best, man. You ordered him to eat it. He didn't steal it. Bro, you got everyone. I'll be so
Bro,
pissed about Loki,
the
man.
craziest thing is Loki
Yeah.
respected his father so much that he didn't
Yeah.
expose any of this. Like he took the blame for everything.
Mm. Because imagine the freaking people think his dad killed everyone innocent. He didn't want
Like imagine for
uh,
140, he
his image to
respects
die.
but he might not agree with what Harold did. Same thing as Rox. Like Rox didn't agree with Harold, but he
Yeah.
respected Harold, right?
100%. He loved his father, man. Let's be real here. He
Yeah.
loved his father. It wasn't like his mother who freaking threw him down a freaking cliff. He had his father. His father literally told him, "I love you. I don't see you and Harold any different." He had those memories with his father, and that's why he look. Imagine you or your father choosing you to have the freaking treasure. The elder Ural. I'm not gonna lie. My dad said you can have the treasure of the country, man. I'll be like, bro, my dad is sick, man. He's like,
He'll give you this
imagine
his
the.
stethoscope. Oh wait, you're not a doctor.
No, I'm not a doctor. Oh, bro, I failed. I failed, guys. Bro, you guys don't know the inside joke. Everyone in my family is a doctor but me, innit? Doctor! No, but still. Elder Jarl, Loki must be the one to eat
You
Elbaf's
should
secret
change
fruit
your
and
emote
treasure.
and have a stethoscope around you, bro.
I'm a doctor of anime, man. Please see to it. What? No one else can beat me with these godly powers. It was never my dream to see Elbaf subjugated by the government. Ah, I'm the worst king in the history of Elbaf. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Let Elbaf know what a disgrace of a king I was. See, this one. He would never do this. Kill me and elevate yourself as a hero. I don't care about how I'm remembered. That's not important.
Bro,
The only
that's
thing
so
that matters.
big, bro.
He's the true genuine hero, man. This guy loved his people. That's why he was naive, because he really
What?
cared,
What?
man.
He knew this. He knew that after Elbaf was gonna be taken into the world government, his sins were so high that he said, "I'm gonna give up my throne."
Yeah.
He knew.
I feel
the
so
whole
sad,
time.
man. I'm not gonna. This is hard. I don't care how I'm remembered. That's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. Don't you see? You'd go that far. I'm counting on you, Loki. You're the only one who can make things right. Yeah,
Bro.
bro, he's losing his mind now. There's a criminal roaming the castle, sire.
He killed
Oh,
all the other giants, right?
oh my God! Look,
Look,
he's losing his
all of
mind.
the
Oh my God!
soldiers.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Look,
that
look. He's
panel is next level.
in it. But look what he said to. Look what how he's talking. Look,
Yeah.
he says, "There's a criminal roaming the castle, sire. Seal the chamber doors right away, your Majesty." So right now he's even speaking as a puppet. So that's what I'm trying to say. This power,
Holy
bro. Do you get
shit,
my point
bro.
now? Do you understand my point about how the
He used
Gorosei?
all of his willpower and Haki to speak to Loki like this.
Yeah. And that's why I'm trying to tell you that once you're possessed it, once you have that final stage, how do you know you're yourself anymore?
Yeah.
Because this, like, imagine Loki didn't, I'm sorry, Harold didn't die. Look what he's saying. Like, at this point, how do we know that he's being controlled? Like, we know because obviously we got the inside
This
perspective.
is like
But from the outside
Dressrosa,
perspective,
like King Riku, what Doflamingo, and Doflamingo, he's trying to emulate the Great One, his entire life, right?
100%.
And this is what Doflamingo did to Dressrosa.
Yeah, he's a puppet. This guy Emu's a puppet master, man. But look what he says here. So my guy Harold says, literally giving commands. There's a criminal roaming the castle. Seal the chamber doors right away, Your Majesty. So right, he's speaking. His speech is even controlled. Like, that's mental. What have you done? You're not the King Harold I knew. Indeed, that Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vassal. That's exactly how the Gorosei speak. I'm the Great One vassal. Hey, Sid.
Yo, that's a
All
crazy.
the Gorosei.
We need to do a dedicated video on that.
The Goroseis are all freaking controlled. They
We
might
need to
have
do
been
a
good
video on that,
people.
Yusuf.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
sick
we
theory.
have to. Okay, I am now the great. Do you guys chat? Do you guys understand my point? What I'm trying to say? Yeah, I'm trying to say
We
the
can
devil
talk
through-
about the that theory plus the theory about how one of the Goroseis is gonna betray Imu.
Yeah, because Gandhi. Yeah, he looks like he's from Wano. So why
No.
would Gandhi?
Do you know about the theory about Saint Mars is the one who's gonna betray?
Is it Saint Mars? Why was I don't know that one. Explain that to me.
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with it, but I saw a reel recently of them explaining how, like, on a lot of the panels, all the Gorosei are sitting down, but he's the one who's like not sitting down. Oh, sorry. Was it Jupiter or Mars? One of the ones who like never sits down. And there's like other hints as well, but we could talk about that theory too. Like how one
But
of the
what?
Gorosei is gonna betray.
But you know, I was thinking, how? What if? Yeah, look, guys. This is just a theory, guys. Just anime theory. Just hear me out. Look, I know I want to have the idea Emu's a bad guy, Nerona Emu. But what if Emu, generally speaking, he was just a king, right? And he found it, accidentally ate the devil fruit, and the devil, because the way I'm
I don't
thinking is
understand
that,
how accidentally you can just eat that.
bro, it's luring the power, like the power of a
No,
fruit.
that's what
Like,
I
oh,
mean. It's like the
bro,
ring, right? You still put on the ring.
No, you're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know, Luffy accidentally ate the Gum Gum
Oh,
no Mi, right?
you think Emu accidentally ate the devil fruit
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
So the
because
real
and
enemy is just the negative will of the people.
yes, and let me hear me out.
Come
Let hear me out.
on,
I'm not
bruh.
saying that. I'm not trying to say. I don't. I'm not saying I want that to be the case. I
Yeah.
like the fact that Emu could be an evil guy and he's having a pact with the devil,
Well,
and together they're doing something evil. I like that. I want that. To be, that's what I want. But I'm saying there's
I guess
also a
it kind of
possibility.
fits, right? Because it's
Yeah.
usually throughout the
Yeah.
world, oppressive regimes, dictatorships happen because of the will of the people. A leader can't just be a leader if the people don't agree.
Yeah, and
Even in
the only
non-democratic
reason I'm saying this,
states.
the only reason I'm even mentioning this is because of what we're seeing in the chapter. The way Harold is speaking, it's like you can't even know if you don't know about this mark on him, and he's
Yeah.
talking like, indeed, that is Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel. That's exactly how the Gorosei speaks, and
Yeah.
that's how Emu speaks. Emu speaks of himself a third person. Moo, you know, he speaks like in a third person way, like he's controlled and there's a devil talking and he's controlling him. You understand?
Yeah.
So my theory is this, guys. Guys, just hear me out, right? Again, I'm not saying I want this. I'm saying this is just a theory which it could be possible. That Emu, as a child, Nerona, he found this fruit. He ate it just like Luffy. There's a parallel here. Parallel here. Nika wants pure freedom. So Nika found someone that doesn't have a contrasting will to its own. Nika chose Luffy because they're synergizers. Nika's not stripping away Luffy's freedom. He's enhancing it. But the nature of the devil, which is not the Nika, is opposite to
This is
Nika.
like the
The devil
theory
devil no Mi.
about
Yeah.
remember that one theory about Joy Boy and Emu were actually brothers of the ancient king,
Yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah,
both
yeah, I remember
wanted the
that.
good things.
That was funny, man. That was sick. That
And
was sick.
Luffy's gonna
But
time travel back to the ancient
that
kingdom
was
and
that was
see
dumb
it.
though. The whole time traveling bit kind of killed it for me. But yeah, so now coming back to this devil no Mi. So the devil no Mi has a contrast to the Nika no Mi. Freedom, oppression. Now the oppression fruit, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, yeah, that it's gonna go to someone that also wants oppression. It makes sense to me that it wants to oppress its host. It's gonna take over the host and oppress its will completely and use it as a shallow void. Yeah. So now the
So
first person to oppress, yeah.
Luffy's gonna talk no jutsu Emu. He's gonna go into the Jubi realm and talk to him like Naruto spoke to Obito, right?
Maybe, man, maybe.
That's what's
Who
happening
knows?
here.
Who knows? Who knows? But the evidence to this theory is the fact, yeah, that Harold, even the Gorosei, once they get this final mark, none of them start speaking like a normal people, man. They start speaking like, indeed, that Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel. It's all the same type of tone. The tone of language is like they are talking on someone's behalf. And not just the Gorosei. Emu talks like that. Emu, look at how Emu was talking to freaking what's his name again? Nefertari Cobra. When he was talking about Vivi's father,
Mhm.
he was talking to himself like in third person. So I'm just saying, it could be that they're all just puppets now, yeah, because of the mark. But who knows, man? Who knows? I do want Emu. I don't want that though. I want Emu personally to be just like a pissed off guy who made a pact with the devil, and because I think human beings can be that ruthless, and I want human beings to take that accountability. I don't want Oda to say, "Oh no, it was just the devil in the end of the day."
Well, no,
I
no, no.
want
In One Piece,
accountability.
that devil was created by the will of the people, the dreams of the people.
Yeah, no, but we don't know that actually because the first world shows a demon near the tree. Now we don't know devil
Well,
fruit at
if
that point
Emu
was
ate the
existing.
fruit, if Emu's power is derived from a devil fruit, then that's what a devil fruit is.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. But I thought, remember that the theory that we cooked up was that the first world, before the devil fruit existed, there was oppression going on. There was a king
Yeah.
and there was a devil above that. And then when the world collapsed, when there was a volcanic eruption, the
Right, right,
snake and all
right.
that shit happened, the world got destroyed. The tree that was wrapped around it start taking in the wishes of the people to survive because of catastrophe. So the trees start making some fruits and whatnot, and the strong-willed people, the people with the insane Haki, they were able to reincarnate as gods of the Nika Nika. like Nika was able to reincarnate, and the devil was also able to reincarnate into a fruit.
Yeah.
But the collective will of certain people were able to make powers, or also be like animals or
Their
collective
will was
animals like
so
lions.
strong
Yeah,
after they died in the first world that they, instead of the will
yeah,
of the people creating them,
yeah,
it was like they turn into fruits. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a theory, so it's not fact, but yeah, 100%. But let's continue reading it. I'm just saying that. I mean, I don't mind either or. Okay, so my guy Harold, yeah, he completely lost his mind. He's a slave now. He's just talking like he's just a vessel, like he says, and then he says, "None of you will be allowed to escape. The truth of what happened here will die with you." Boom! He just shot a one shot. He's so powerful. These guys are like fodder.
Killing everyone, all the
Yeah,
guards.
yeah. Bro, and therefore Loki done this, man. They're stupid, man. This guy's a monster. Everybody run, bro. He just, oh my god, the guy got curb stomped. Oh my god, like, did you ever watch American History X? And that first freaking 5 minutes of that movie, man, when that guy got curb stomped, I'm like, damn, yeah. I don't wish this upon my
That's
enemy,
brutal.
bro. This guy got curb stomped.
It's like
Okay,
the
so
rumbling. Remember Abdul in
trust,
the rumbling?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sad
That,
times.
that's Aaron's foot.
That's was that Halim or Halil? I forgot his name. The boys.
Wasn't it
Whenever
Abdul? I thought it was
was
Abdul.
I think it
No.
was Abdul Halil or something like that.
Yeah.
Whenever said, "What if the fear of the people made an evil emu fruit, like the hope of the people?" Yeah, I like that idea as well. The dream of the people, the collective, made the fruit into what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I don't want to. The reason why I like this theory because it makes a lot of sense. But I'm just afraid that it's going to take away accountability. Because why? Like, I feel like human beings, yeah, should be accountable for what they do. And there's an evil man. He's evil because he's evil. He chose the evil actions. Doffy is evil because he's evil. Yeah, he chose those the path he wanted to be on. Now to say, oh, they were always influenced by this entity, which is a supernatural existence, and again, the collective will, whatever you want to say it. Yeah, I don't know. It takes away the accountability. So, but again, it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Now, right now, this evil that Harold's doing is not his. It's not. It's zero accountability. He doesn't have any. I guess you can say his naivety is because of his stupidity that he's in this situation. But still. Anyways, he says, "I shall deliver this country into the hands of Lord Emu." Bro, the way he's talking is just like the Gorosei, man. They're all cooked. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Loki, hurry! Damn it! Why do I have to eat this devil fruit? Doesn't that mean giving up the ability to swim, to ever swim? And why is the old man suddenly acting like he's a totally different person? Yeah, with different personality. You won't be eating it, Loki. That fruit is mine. You just told me to eat it, remember? You can't eat it, Harold. It would be the end of the world. Harry Loki, no matter what happens, we can't let him slay. We can't let him lay hands on it. Oh
Yo,
my
Elder
god.
Yarul
This is it.
knows.
He knows, but now he's dead. Look at his brain. His brain got freaking
Well, he's
lobotomized.
not dead, but remember he
He
lost
got
all his memories.
lobotomized, bro. He
He
got
lost his
lobotomized, man.
memories.
Bro, he basically gave him.
Yeah, that sword is still stuck in Elder
Oh,
Yarul.
yeah.
And
That is
they
mental.
think that Loki is the one who did that to him. Remember?
Yeah. Look, he loses his memories from this attack. That's
Yeah.
sad, man.
And
Maybe Chopper
Loki
can heal him.
Loki to keep this whole thing about his father's reputation a secret took all the blame on him, bro. He
Yeah.
said I'm the one who hurt Yarul and all this bullshit.
Oh, this is sad, man. Elder Jarl, I'm afraid I must return the legendary sword you gave me long ago. That's so
That
freaking
is
dark.
fucked up,
That's
bro.
dark, bro. That's so dark. The way you said it, you can have it back, bro. That's so sad.
Holy shit, that's aura Loki.
Oh my god. I need to eat the fruit and take up Ragnar. Yeah. Okay. I won't let you. Yeah. Boom. We got Shanks and Gaban
Look what
coming
he
into the
said.
mix.
I need to eat the fruit and take up Ragnar. The fruit and Ragnar
Go hand in
are
hand.
a package.
I think.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
because
you,
you know,
bro. I'm
it's like
telling
do
you,
you know
my
why? Do you know
theory
why?
is correct. Because it
Do you know
channels
what?
plasma.
No, but later you find out Ragnar is
Bro.
alive. By the way, yeah, I don't want to give you spoilers, but we're gonna get there soon. But I genuinely believe, yeah, that Ragnar and they're like sister fruits, or there's like a fruit. It's linked somehow, right? And the
Right.
zone fruit is the fruit has a will and can communicate further than the much more than the Gamu Gamu no Mi.
Yeah.
You understand? But
Yeah,
I'll come
yeah.
to that in a bit. The theory I'm cooking up here. So my
Alright.
guy, yeah, Shanks and Gaban comes into play, and then he just slices up the dad. Yeah, obviously Gaban knows what's happening now, and I guess that's why, yeah, when at the current stage, Harold is telling everyone the story, and we got Gaban. Yeah, Gaban's gonna back him. He's saying, yeah, what he's saying is true. He has to, otherwise, why would they believe him?
Yeah.
Anyways, so that happens.
Yo,
Gaban,
look
is
at
that
Shanks and
you?
Gaban. That's like Roger and Garp. Remember
Yeah, that looks
when they
sick,
fought
innit?
against
Yeah,
Zabek?
yeah, is that
That's
parallel right
literally
there?
the panel.
That's so
But
sick.
they
I can't
weren't
lie.
strong enough.
History repeats itself. Gaban, is that you? Yeah, Yarul, what happened to you? Don't worry, my helmet saved me. Oh my god, but he probably slowly forgets his memory. Please stop, Harold. You can't let him catch Loki. Okay,
Or
please stop, Harold. Okay.
Yarul is in on it with Loki.
No, no, no. I think he did lose his mind. No matter how you slice it, we landed ourselves in a real pinch. Harold, open your eyes. Look at what you're doing. Hey, Shanks. This immortality thing isn't half bad. I truly feel superior now. Damn it. Is there really no way to free him from having to follow the orders? And boom, my guy Loki comes into the chambers and he opens the lock. This is the forbidden devil fruit passed down within Elbaf, and he's about to open it, but bada bing, get tossed aside by
Oh,
the
what?
by
It has a
Ragnar.
will of its own, bro?
You get it? You get my point? What I'm trying to say now. My
Nah,
point
but
is these
they
devil
go
fruits.
hand in hand. The fruit and the and
Yep, it
Ragnar
goes
go
hand in hand,
hand in
100%.
hand. I'm telling you, it's the soul god fruit, and Ragnar allows you to channel plasma from the soul god fruit.
I don't know if it's gonna be the soul god fruit, but I do think it's gonna be like that. It's because
It
to
has
go
to
back
be
to the
lightning,
Norse
right?
mythology, it has to be some sort of lightning, yeah. But do you know the way I see it is that remember Thor, right? Thor
Yeah,
was blessed by Odin, right?
yeah.
He was blessed by Odin to wield the
Is that what
Mjolnir.
happens in God of War?
Is a bit different. Thor kind of get ripped apart. He gets destroyed by
Oh,
obviously Kratos. Kratos just kills him in
oh.
it. But leaving that, oh shit, I think I just spoiled it with God of War for people accidentally.
That was my next game. But I guess like
Oh,
that would
sorry.
happen, right? He's the bad guy. Thor's
Yeah,
the
it
good
was
guy.
a sick fight. I can't even lie, it was a mad fight. But anyways, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that it does go hand in hand, and the way I see it is maybe because it can't be the initially I was thinking maybe the Ragnar has a devil fruit in it, right? It has a devil fruit in it, but it can't be the case because it was Vegapunk, or
Well, it
unless
could
Vegapunk
be the
it could
ancient
be
kingdom.
yeah, Ancient Kingdom. I was thinking that as well. So it could be Vegapunk reinvented the wheel,
And we
like
know
he's
that the
figured out.
giants are very
Yeah,
smart with how they
yeah.
do things, and
So they
especially
could have imbued
900
it
years
first.
ago. Yeah.
Yep. So they could have been the first people to imbue the fruit.
Because
So that's what I was
Vegapunk,
thinking.
everything he's doing, he's just rediscovering things.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. But some of the things he's doing is kind of new.
Hello? Yusuf just vanished. Hold
Either
up,
like
guys.
Sybaris and Funkfeed and whatnot,
Yeah,
or
these
it's the
bad
actual
guys.
fruit that's in the freaking box. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it's the actual fruit in the box. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And what I mean by that is there's two ways to look at it. There's two devil fruits that go hand by hand. There's a Zoan fruit that's inside the hammer, and there's obviously he's gonna eat the Zoan fruit, and they might be actually related or friends or lovers. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Or one could be a master over the servant type of relationship between these two fruits. Or generally speaking, it's just the fruit has so much power of its own that it can exhibit its personality outside of a host. And I don't know, that's kind of crazy if that's the case.
Yeah. I think they come in as a package. It could be that Ragnar has the weapon maker's will imbued into it, similar to Enma and all of that.
So
And
you're
it's just a
saying that
quirk of it.
you think that Mjolnir or Ragnar they call it, yeah, it's an actual fruit,
Look,
devil fruit.
isn't it completely black? Look at it.
Yeah, it could be just Haki though. It could be the Haki of the devil fruit.
You think so? Or it's the Haki of the previous wielder, just like Zoro, the swordsman.
Oh, I like that. I like that. No, I like that. That's actually sick. So okay, we talked about how the devil. Remember I think it was
Because
chapter
to control the
Elbaf,
power of
right?
the fruit, I think the wielder needed a weapon to channel it because it's just so devastating. That's
Yeah,
my
so
theory.
that's the third that's actually a good third option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, first option is basically the ancient kingdom imbued a devil fruit inside Ragnar, which I don't think that's the case, by the way. And
Yeah.
that fruit is subservient to the devil fruit inside the treasure box, the soul fruit. The second option is the soul fruit's personality is so powerful it can control things outside of its environment and
Yeah.
chooses its owner. Just like the Nika Nika no Mi kind of paved this path to find Luffy, so on and so forth, right? Or the third option, which I think that's the best. I think Sid, I think that's the best
Yeah.
one.
Because look,
That
it's completely
yeah,
black.
black. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
black. And the will of the last owner of the fruit, yeah, he made the freaking his will, his personality, his Haki is living inside of this freaking hammer, and
Yeah.
he is the one who's going to determine who's going to wield this fruit. He must have been the last. No one could have bore or no one could have eaten the fruit unless they're chosen.
Bro, we
You know,
have a
like Odin.
clear picture. We have a
Yeah,
clear picture of Ragnar, and you will not believe this. This might be the theory. This might be
let
the
me see it.
theory, right? Look at this. Clear picture of Ragnar.
Yep, yep. It's black, pure black. Yep, 100%. So that makes a lot of sense because is it got a personality inside of it? You understand?
Yeah.
It's living like the
It's
animals are
it's like a
alive
black
and
blade. A black
yeah,
blade. Black blade. Yeah.
it is a black blade. It's a black bro,
But a
that makes a lot
hammer.
of sense. Yeah, and the
And
reason it's moving like it's crazy, like the hockey is so powerful it can control it outside of his force.
yeah. And the hammer is one of the symbols of the Klabautermann, and that's what I think the wills of swords are. They are Klabautermanns.
My guy is tripping. Perez said the Rox's soul might be in the hammer. Nah,
Yeah, I don't know
bro.
about that.
Now I genuinely think it's the Haki. Because remember Haki, yeah? What's his name again? I forgot his name, yeah. The Shimutsuki Kozuboro.
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Shimotsuki goes well.
Shimutsuki, yeah, him, when he was training Zoro as a young kid, he was giving him some tips. But he said to Zoro, he's the one that crafted Wado Ichimonji.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I believe correctly, right? And
He's the
he
one who
crafted
made
Enma as well.
Enma as well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So both Wada Chimonji and Enma were made by him. Now Enma, yeah, he said that when he crafted these swords, there, they form a personality. So the will of him, his will, literally gets passed onto it, and
Yep.
every time a wielder holds it, their Haki, as they feed it, it's the personality start
And
developing
and
over
and
time.
what are the giants? What were the giants known for back in the day? Craftsmen.
Yeah,
They're the most elite craftsmen, not for ships. And what do craftsmen for ship the Galileo
hammer,
need? A hammer that has a will of
yep,
its own to aid in that.
100%. Yeah, and just to add to that, remember you just mentioned the cloud button, yeah, or the Meri. The
Yeah.
spirit of Meri is also a will of the crew members. The crew members love the ship so much. Their Haki gives fuel to the ship,
That's how
and the
devil
ship
fruits
comes to
work as
life.
well.
Yeah, as a will of the collective, it comes to life, right? So think about it logically, guys. Think about it. So now we know devil fruits come to life with the will of the people. They have such a strong will. Their Haki comes together collectively, and it becomes a forms of power. That's devil fruits. Now, we know swords can come to life too, because Enma has a personality of his own. It does things without Zoro's control. It
Yep.
literally saps his Haki away. We also saw that death, the death looking like
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
Shinigami. The
Yeah.
Shinigami. We felt like the Shinigami was
The
the
Reaper, yep.
physical manifest. Yeah, the Reaper was a manifestation of Enma. We were all saying that. Oh, Enma had literally it manifested because it took Zoro's Haki so much. He just zapped it up. Yeah, it has Odin Haki, and it has Shimutsuki Kozuburo's Haki.
Yeah.
Odin was broken. The amount of Haki he must have used to fuel it must have been intense. And then Zoro amped it up. From there, it had enough Haki to come to life in that to have an image. We know that's possible because in the anime, Shanks' sword Griffin also
Yeah.
manifested. You know, it
Yep, it
manifested, right?
did.
We all
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah,
Also,
and that
another
shows.
thing, yeah, the Ragnar does get used here, but it's used as a blunt object. We don't see any lightning coming off of it. So I really think the fruit itself is what
Yep,
gave Loki
gives
the
lightning.
lightning. The hammer channels the plasma power because lightning
Yeah,
is actually plasma or thunder
yeah,
is
that's why it goes
plasma.
hand to hand. It's metal in
Yeah.
it, so it conducts.
Yep.
But yeah, 100%, man. This is One Piece getting sick, and now it's gonna delve deeper into the concept of Haki and how life and personalities and all these things can get fashioned.
Yep. Watch the
Maybe this can
hockey video.
also.
I explain all of this in that hockey video.
Oh! Another thing I want to add to this. You know how we're talking about what the frick is the way Harold is speaking.
Yeah.
So where is Harold? Like, what the frick happened to Harold? Harold is speaking right now, and he's talking, but but do you know what I think? Yeah, because of Emu's the devil's power of the devil fruit and the contract and the way things work,
Yeah.
I think it's linked to Haki as well, where the Haki suppresses the personality is linked to Haki. The personality and the will of the Harold is so suppressed and is taken over by Emu's enormous Haki and the power of the devil fruit that
Emu has
it
taken
can
over
change
his
the
heart.
personality. Yeah, the personality is different. It's a
Because
different
a
person
heart
altogether.
holds a person's personality, and Emu has taken over his heart.
Yeah,
That's what I think is happening here.
yeah, and personality and Haki, I think is intertwined, 100%.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, this was a peak chapter, man. One of my favorite chapters of this
Yeah,
whole
this was
freaking
really cool, dude.
like
This
for the
chapter
last few
felt
months.
so long, too, like
Yeah,
in a good way.
bruh, I can't lie, man. I'm so hyped. I can't lie, I'm so hyped. The One Piece is
Next
getting to
chapter, I
the
think, is the final chapter of the flashback.
yeah, maybe two more chapters. I think there might be
Real.
two
Oh,
more.
we're gonna see Shanks versus Loki. What happened 5 years ago as well, 6 years ago.
I think there'll be next chapter will be might be filler chapter, and then there'll be one full
Wait,
chapter where it's gonna end it.
how are they gonna do a filler chapter when this has just
Because they're gonna
happened?
talk because Loki has to prove his worth to the hammer. You
Oh,
get it? I think
really?
what?
Nah.
Yeah. Well, how is he gonna grab the fruit and eat it that
He's just
quickly?
gonna grab the
He
hammer,
can't.
bro. He's
He's
Loki.
gonna grab the hammer and then
He's
he's gonna
him.
say, "I am power." No,
He's
what he's gonna
him,
do?
bro. He's him.
It's gonna be He-Man thing. I don't
Yeah.
know, but he has to prove his worth because I think. Oh, just to add to that, we're gonna the hammer. The reason why it's defending the fruit because it carries the will of the past users of the fruit. Remember, it goes hand in hand. The past user of the fruit, yeah, will only choose someone that has Elbaf in mind. The person who cares about Elbaf, that cares about the giants. And once it feels that Loki is genuinely the right person and understand the situation, it's gonna accept Loki.
Yeah.
Loki's a good guy, man.
He
But
is.
anyways, I think that's it, man. 10 out of 10 stream, guys. 10 out of
Yeah.
10 chapter.
Thanks
One
for
Piece is
joining,
always
everyone.
peak.
One Piece peak chapter review tomorrow. All right.
100%. And JJK Sunday, guys,
Yeah.
or Monday. But JJK streamed on Sunday. Don't miss out on that stream. But yeah,
We'll see you guys next stream. Bye bye.
safe.
Oh, wait. Another for never said that he said that Emu's fruit was born of fear and it thrives in it too. I agree.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah. Bro, all right. GG's.
All right. So